Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Aditi, bienvenue à notre chaîne YouTube qui s'appelle GS Global Institute. C'est le 16e épisode du français à notre chaîne et aujourd'hui on va apprendre les adjectifs troisième partie et aussi le vocabulaire. Est-ce que vous êtes prêtes? Good morning, good evening to all. My name is Aditi and welcome to our YouTube channel that is GS Global Institute, and today we are going to learn adjectives, third part and also the vocabulary words. Are you ready for today's lesson? But before starting, if you are new to this channel and have not subscribed to our channel yet, please press subscribe button and do not forget to press the bell icon in order to get the further notifications from our channel. And here we go with the today's topic, that is les adjectifs. Okay students, so we have done the adjectives in previous lectures as well. If you have not seen those videos, I will mention the link in the description, just go and check them out. This is in continuation with those adjectives, with those words that we did earlier. Okay students, now have a look. So the number one point here which is to be understood is that les adjectifs. So what are these les adjectifs? Adjectives, as same in English, adjectives are the words, the things that describes the quality of a person or a thing. Okay, so in French les adjectifs is the same, that is adjectives in the English, but what is the difference? That in French usually everything has been divided according to the gender, and accordingly adjectives are also divided, that is masculin, feminin, masculin pluriel and feminin pluriel. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the adjectives with respective to the each gender. Okay, so number one adjective here is épais. Épais. So what is this épais? This is E, accent aigu, P-A-I-S. So this épais means thick. Okay, so for the femina it is épaisse. What it is pronounced? Épaisse. And for masculine plurial, as this word ends with the S, so we need not to add another S over here. Okay, so it remains accordingly. Okay, and it is the same as that in the case of masculine, that is épais. Okay, and for femina the case is not the same. For femina plurial, what we will do, we will add an extra S to what we have for the femina. Okay, so what we did for the femina, in order to convert it from masculine to femina, we added an extra E over here, and to convert it into femina plurial we add an extra S over here. Okay, so accordingly the pronunciation becomes épais, épaisse, épais, épaisse. Okay, which means thick. Okay, number two is ancien. Ancien. So what is this ancien? This means ancient. Okay, ancient in English, something which is quite old, that is known as ancient. Okay, and what is for the femina? This is double N and E over here. Okay, so one thing you can basically grasp over here, that is whenever something ends with en and we want to convert it into femina, it becomes an extra n and e is added over here. Okay, so this is not a hard and fast rule, but it's just to remember these. Okay, so accordingly it becomes ancien, ancienne, ancien, and again ancienne with an extra s to what we have for the masculine and femina. Accordingly masculine plurial becomes ancien with an extra s, and femina plurial it becomes ancienne. Okay, next is nouveau. Nouveau. Nouveau means something which is new. Okay, and the spellings are N-O-U-V-E-A-U. Okay, for femina it is different from that we did earlier. It becomes nouvelle. Nouvelle. N-O-U-V-E-L-L-E. Okay, and for masculine plurial an extra S X is added to what we have for the masculine. Okay, and it becomes nouveau. Okay, and for femina plural an extra s is added to what we have for the femina and it becomes nouvelle. So to complete it, it is nouveau, nouvelle, nouveau, nouvelle. Okay, next is jeune. Jeune is something or someone who is young. Okay, and it is same for masculine and femina. For masculine plural extra s is added. Same is the case with the femina plural over here. Okay, next is vieux. Vieux. What is the pronunciation? It's vieux. Vieux is opposite to the young, which means old. Okay, and for femina it becomes vieux, which the pronunciation remains the same but the spellings get differed over here. Here it is vieux. For femina it becomes vieielle, and for masculine plural it remains the same as that for the masculine, but for the femina plural an extra s is added to what we have for the femina. Okay, and accordingly the pronunciation becomes vieux, 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 vieux. Okay, next is gentil. Gentil, someone who is gentle. Okay, so we use gentil. Okay, and for femina an l and e is added and it becomes gentil, gentil. And for masculine plural an extra s is added to what we have for the masculine, and for femina plural an extra s is added to what we have for the femina. Okay, and accordingly it becomes gentil, 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 gentil. Okay, next is méchant. Méchant, so what is this? M-E accent aigu C-H-A-N-T. This méchant means naughty. Naughty. Okay, so what we have for the femina thing over here, an extra e is added over here, and for the masculine plural an extra s should be here. For femina plural an extra s should be there for what we have for the femina, and accordingly it becomes méchant, méchante, méchante, méchante. Okay, so what is the difference between the pronunciation for all these four? Here the t is not being pronounced, here it is pronounced, and same is the case with the masculine plural and femina plural. Okay, accordingly it becomes méchant, méchante, méchante, méchante. Okay, which means naughty. Okay, next is aimable. Aimable, so what is this aimable? Aimable means lovable. Okay, this is the same for masculine and femina, and for masculine plural and femina plural an extra s is added, but the pronunciation remains the same for all of these, that is aimable, 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 aimable. Okay, so this next word that is long we have already done it. Okay, so this is a repetition over here. For masculine it is long, femina it's longue. For masculine plural s is there and the pronunciation is same as that of masculine, that is long, and for femina plural this is longue, and extra s is there for what we have for the femina. Okay, next is intéressant. Intéressant, which means interesting. Okay, for femina an extra e is added over here and the pronunciation from intéressant changes to intéressante. Intéressante, an extra t is here. Okay, and next is for masculine plural an extra s is there for what we have for the masculine, and for femina plural an extra s is there to what we have for the femina. Okay, and accordingly the pronunciation becomes intéressant, intéressante, intéressante, and intéressante. Okay, next is ennuyeux. Ennuyeux. Ennuyeux means something which is boring, and for femina this ux changes to use and the pronunciation becomes ennuyeux, ennuyeux. And for femina plural the s is not added over here and the spellings remain the same that we have for the masculine, and the pronunciation is the same, that is ennuyeux. And for femina plural an extra s is there for what we have for the femina and it becomes ennuyeux. Okay, next is heureux, which means happy. Okay, heureuse, heureux, others. So what is there? For masculine, other means happy, and the spellings are HEUREUX, and others means happy for masculine. So what is done over here is that UX has been changed to USE, okay, and for masculine plural it is other, and for masculine for feminine plural this is others with an extra S over here. Okay, this S is not written here, this is S. Okay, and accordingly the pronunciation becomes others. Okay, so now we are going to move towards the other adjectives that are left. So students, the next adjective over here is trist. Trist means sad, okay, which is opposite to that of other, and for femina no change is observed, okay, and for masculine plural an extra S is added, same is the case with the feminine plural. Okay, next is sympathetic, which means someone who carries sympathy for other, okay, or what we call it as sympathetic in English, and in French it is known as sympathique, okay, which is the same for femina. For masculine plural and feminine plural an extra S is added to what we have for the masculine. Okay, next is antipathique. So this is just opposite to what we have for the sympathique. So sympathetic means to have sympathy for someone, and antipathic means just the opposite, that is a person who does not have any sympathy for someone, that is known as antipathic, okay, which is the same for the femina. Okay, masculine plural and extra S is added, same is the case with the feminine plural. Okay, next is souriant. Souriant means someone who is cheerful. Okay, for femina an extra E is added and the pronunciation becomes souriant. Okay, for masculine plural as expected an extra S is added to what we have for the masculine and the pronunciation becomes souriant. Same is the case with the feminine plural, that is an extra S is added to what we have for the femina. Okay, next is haute, which means height. Okay, someone which is very high, that is known as, the adjective is used there is haut. Okay, for femina that is haute. For masculine plural again the pronunciation is haute, and for feminine plural it is haute. So basically what is done is the same criteria has been followed over here, that is E is added to what we have for the masculine, S is added to what we have for the masculine, and for feminine plural and S is added to what we have for the feminine. Okay, next is bas. Bas means something which is low. Okay, for feminine it's bas, for masculine plural it's bas, and for feminine plural that is bas. Okay, next is large. Okay, that remains the same for masculine and plural, and an extra S is added to masculine and femina large to make it femina plural and masculine plural. Okay, next is formidable. Formidable means wonderful, and it remains the same for masculine and femina, and S is added for masculine plural, and same is the case with the feminine plural. Okay, next is bet. So this is B E and then chapeau over the E and then T and E. Okay, so this bet means stupid. Okay, bet, that is masculine and femina, the adjective remains the same, and S is added to masculine plural case and feminine plural case. Okay, next is fourth is strong. Okay, fourth. Okay, so this is the general criteria, that E is added in the case of the femina and S is added for what we have for the masculine, and for feminine plural and S is added for what we have for the femina. Okay, so these were the adjectives. Now we are going to start with the vocabulaire, that is vocabulary. Okay, so the number one word is un garçon. Un garçon. Okay, so the spellings are G-A-R-C, and this is actually a CD. Okay, so what is CD? This is the C, and below there is another C, okay, which is in the opposite direction, so that produces a sound like S. Okay, so it is un garçon, which means boy. Okay, next is une fille. Une fille, which means girl. Okay, next is un homme. Un homme. Okay, so ideally this is over here, but this H is not pronounced and the next sound coming is of O. Okay, so this vowel and this N gets connected and collectively it produces a sound like un homme. Un homme, which means man. Okay, next is une dame. Une dame, so which is a woman or madam. Okay, next is un cahier. Un cahier, so this cahier we have done earlier also, that is notebook. Okay, next is un journal. Un journal, so this journal is newspaper in French. Okay, next is un animal. An animal, which is animal in French. Okay, next is un travail. Un travail, so this travail means work in French. Okay, next is un vitrail. Un vitrail, so what is this vitrail? Vitrail is basically a window, a large window. In French, people usually prefer or have a large windows in their houses, that is known as vitrail. Okay, so this is a vitrail, and which is large window. Okay, next is a bus. A bus, so this is basically the bus in English, but the spellings are the same, but the difference lies is in the pronunciation. In English this is bus, but in French it is bus. Bus. Okay, next is nez. Nez, which means nose in English. Okay, what it is pronounced? It is nez. Nez. Okay, next is un gâteau. Un gâteau, so what it is? That is cake. Okay, and the spellings are G-A chapeau T-E-A-U. Okay, next is bijou. Bijou, which means jewelry in French. Okay, next is un bateau. Un bateau, so this is boat. Boat. Okay, next is un oiseau. Un oiseau, so what we have done here is it is starting with a vowel and we connected this vowel with the consonant in front of it, and the pronunciation becomes un oiseau. Un oiseau, and that is bird. Okay, next is un joujou. Un joujou, which is toy. Okay, next is a pneu. A pneu, which means wheel. Okay, next is a stylo. A stylo, which means pen. Okay, next is chambre. Chambre, that is C-H-A-M-B-R-E, which is room. Chambre. Okay, and the last is un ordinateur. So here we have done the same. This O gets connected to the N in front of it, and it collectively produces the pronunciation like un ordinateur, which is computer. Okay, So now let's have a quick revision on the vocabulary. First is un garçon, which is boy, une fille, that is girl, un homme, that means man, une dame, which means woman, un cahier, that is notebook, un journal, that is newspaper, un animal, that is animal, un travail, that is work, un vitrelle, which means window, un bus, that is bus, nez means nose, un gâteau, that is cake, bijou means jewelry, un bateau means boat, un oiseau, that is a bird, un joujou means toy, un nous, that is wheel, un stylo, that is pen, and chambre means room, and the last is un ordinateur, that is computer. Okay, so this was about our today's lecture. Okay, so students, I want to add another thing over here, which is students, GS Global Institute is located in Jagraon, Punjab, and we deal in with various services such as study visa, PR file application, IELTS exam preparation, SAP formation, and many more. And right now too, we are going through the various online classes, and we are providing students the online classes for IELTS exam, so you can join us. And if you have any query related to immigration process, you can contact us. You can come to our office and feel free to ask any question regarding any details. So you can also follow us on the Instagram too. So I will mention all the details in the description box. Just go and check, and if you have anything, you need any support from us, you can contact us. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you liked my video, please press like button, and if you have still not subscribed our channel yet, please do not forget to subscribe our channel and press bell icon too to get further notifications. Thank you so much.